Here are the top console games of 1977. These aren't necessarily the best, but are some of the most notable of this year. Released in this year was the Atari 2600, or as it was known at the time, the Atari Video Computer System. It popularized the use of interchangeable cartridges and was the first popular system that brought video games to the living room, igniting the home console market. It would dominate the home console market for years to come. Used an 8-bit CPU a little faster than 1 MHz and had all of 128 bytes of RAM. The system used a one-button joystick or paddle controllers. Atari 2600 Combat, the OG console shooter. Before online multiplayer, there was your living room couch. Combat was the pack-in game for the Atari 2600, a pure two-player duel simulator. You and a friend faced off in tanks, biplanes, or bizarre invisible jets across 27 different game variants. The rules were simple: shoot the other guy, don't get shot. The graphics were just blocks, the sound was just blips, but the competitive chaos was 100% real. It wasn't just a game, it was the foundation for every head-to-head video game battle that followed. Atari 2600 Air Sea Battle, the arcade shooting gallery. Air Sea Battle was pure, uncomplicated target practice. Before complex stories, you had planes, ships, and a relentless urge to blast them from the sky and sea. This was the Atari 2600's go-to for frantic single-screen competition. With over a dozen game variants, you could duel a friend or solo against the clock, aiming at everything from jets to biplanes to even passing parachutes. Its simple, blocky chaos wasn't about realism. It was about instant pick-up-and-play action that defined the early arcade experience at home. Atari 2600 Indy 500, the original driving pileup. Indy 500 was the Atari 2600's take on high-speed racing, where the high speed was a thrilling slide through a blocky maze. Bundled with the essential driving controllers, it was less about a realistic simulation and more about chaotic top-down vehicular combat. With game variants that included tag, crash and score, and even an ice racing mode that made handling a nightmare, the real victory was just avoiding the walls and your opponent. It was the frantic, rubber-burning proof that you didn't need realistic graphics to have a white-knuckle race.
Atari 2600 Starship, the proto-arcade space sim. A year before asteroids defined the genre, Atari Starship was a raw, elemental dose of space combat. This early 2600 title wasn't one game, but a collection of simple cosmic duels. Pilot a blocky starship against waves of alien saucers, navigate a treacherous asteroid field, or engage in a tense one-on-one dogfight. With vector-style graphics and relentless enemies, it was a challenging and minimalist test of a space cadet's reflexes, capturing the essence of the arcade in the earliest days of home gaming.
Atari 2600 Street Racer, the arcade racer, squashed. Forget realistic physics and detailed tracks. Street Racer was pure, top-down, pick-up-and-play chaos. This wasn't about winning the Grand Prix, it was about dodging oncoming traffic, outmaneuvering your friend in a head-to-head sprint, or even playing a bizarre game of Pong with your cars. With multiple game variants packed into one cartridge, it was the ultimate value in instant, no-frills competition. It proved you didn't need a steering wheel to feel the rush of the race, just a joystick and a friend to beat.